Kenny Jameson, in response to my video from last week about putting 3 soldiers every half mile all the way from Brownsville to San Diego, I guess that would be aggravating Mexico as an act of war. And the cartel on the other side of the border would accept that as a game, and that would make them all want to come to the border and play games with each soldier. So I guess that's because we don't want to take them on down there. We don't want to stop them from coming across and lining the whole border with soldiers to prevent these murdering drug addicts from coming in from Mexico. Not everybody. If they're not a murdering drug addict, they come up to the gate, fill out the paperwork, get a visa, and they come in, and we love them. We love migrant workers coming up and picking our apples and beans. We love them. We've loved them for years. We allow them to come in. The only ones that we're trying to stop are the murdering, rapist, juvenile delinquents with tattoos all over themselves. The kids. The kids, the 12, 14-year-old kids. The actual mules for the drug dealers. Those are the ones we're trying to stop. But putting the soldiers on the border would be a bad idea, because that would aggravate them, and they might misconstrue that as an act of war, or it's stirring up the hornet's nest because we already have a problem. We have surveillance on the whole border with cameras for every mile, I guess. We have satellites where we're watching the border. We watch them come in, and they know they're there, and then they send the border patrol out to try to rattle them out of the bushes. We're talking about some rural land here. Many people in the United States have never been to West Texas. You could see it on TV, how rugged the land is. It's desert. You might as well try to cross the Nevada desert or something. That a lot of people die trying. They bring gallons of water, and they tape carpeting to their shoes so they don't leave footprints in the sand, and they go out and clean up dead bodies out there in the desert. Well, they just watch for the birds, the hawks, the vultures, and then they can go out, and for health reasons, they don't try to let the vultures eat the dead people that don't make it across West Texas or Arizona or New Mexico, or really Eastern California is really rugged across the border until you get to San Diego. It's a problem. A deterrent would actually save Mexicans' lives if it was approached to them properly. If it was proposed to them properly, the Mexican military would probably put people on the border to try to stop their people from coming over here, because it's a death wish. You can go get in a semi-truck when you get there and get baked to death. It's desperate down there, folks. We just can't comprehend how desperate it is down there for many people. Right there, within walking distance, if you're a strong soldier, you can wear a backpack and carry many gallons of water, or you have someone on this side to pick you up within a few miles of getting in. We have checkpoints set up 50 and 60 miles inland. We'll give them the first 50 or 60 miles, and then we're supposed to check all the cars and trucks and everything. I didn't know if everybody knew that we have border guards 50 to 60 miles inland. How's that work in San Diego? How's that work in Nogales, New Mexico? It doesn't. They're right across the border. Once they get into that town, they can blend. Because half the people that live there are legal born. They were born here. They're just Spanish people. They're Mexicans, but they were born in, their parents were born in the United States. How do you separate? When you're out there, you walk down the street, you think you're seeing lots of illegals. You're seeing citizens that were born here a lot of times. A large percentage of Texas is native-born Mexicans. I'm not going to take you clear back to the Alamo and take you on a full history lesson here, but I think we should put soldiers on the border And forget the satellites, get some drones flying, get some helicopters down there. But that's just me, because we all know that they're all over the East Coast. They're saying 8 to 11 million illegals here. It's more like 25 million. Come on, let's get real. They're flying in on airplanes on visas from all over the world. 80,000 Somalians in Minneapolis. We flew them in. That's just one of the, and believe me, that's worse than Chinatown is in San Francisco and New York. It's a problem up in Minneapolis, let's put it that way. I can take you city by city all the way around the country and show you that there are thousands of tent cities in this country. Cities you'd never dream had a tent city. Not just the ghetto, tent cities. All through Pennsylvania, all through Delaware, all through North and South Carolina, all through Georgia. Florida, forget about it. There's probably 10 million illegals down there camping tonight. Lock your doors. Yeah, that'll help. God bless America, man. Cooperate with the new administration and he'll make us a lot safer to go to the mall or to come out of a grocery store and make it to your car with your groceries before somebody hits grandma on the back of the head and steals her groceries. You won't see that on the news. Got an attitude problem. I still think my idea was good. I'm gonna continue working on it. Thanks. Bye-bye.